Zamara started in 1994 as Hyman Robertson Consulting Actuaries Limited, a company that I actually started when I came back from the UK, having graduated there and worked in the UK for 5 years. It started in 1994 with me as the employee number one. 3 other people joined us, all of whom are still with us except one who has retired recently.
The business grew very well. In the year 2003, we became part of a multinational group called Alexander Forbes. This enabled us to widen our service offering. So we started offering pension fund administration, consulting, investment advisory. In 2003, we also acquired a company called Corporate and Pension Trust Services that gave us a platform to help scale up our pensions business.
Our risk business was incorporated in 2003, and we have been offering solutions to our clients for over 20 years now in terms of risk solutions. Now, over those 20 years plus, we have managed to grow our client base. We started, of course, with very few clients, but today we are managing over 600 corporates and over 50,000 individuals.
We are currently in 6 African countries outside Kenya. We started off in Rwanda in 2017 and Nigeria 2017. In 2019, we went to Uganda. Also, we set up in Tanzania. 2020, we set up in Malawi, and last year, 2023, we actually set up a greenfield establishment in DRC.
What motivated us to come to Kenya, and Africa for that matter, was to give our then insurance company clients a closer service, a much better and efficient service on the ground. At that time, there were very many challenges. The first one being actuarial services were then not known in the country. We were then running a very small ship, which was basically narrow and focused on only providing actuarial services to insurance companies and a few pension funds. We were part of an international group for which we then had to remit part of management fees back to the UK, and foreign exchange was restricted at that time, and it was quite tough to try and go through. We then had to try and make sure we are selling ourselves right, we are advertising ourselves correctly to make sure that people understand what we do and not just looking at us as technicians.
A very proud moment for me was in 2017 when we rebranded to Zamara. This was a very big step for us. It was an opportunity for us to evolve, to chart our own destiny, and to create a brand that could connect with all the stakeholders that we work with.
In terms of our market share, we have grown tremendously over the last 10 years. Looking at how we began and what our revenue was like, I think 10 years ago we were underwriting about 2.5 billion in premiums. And looking at this year, we have grown that fourfold, and we are going to close at about 10 billion written premiums this year.
So in Zamara, we have 3 main flagship solutions: insurance broking and reinsurance broking, actuarial consultancy services, and employee benefit solutions, which include pensions administration and consulting. Given the diversity in terms of the countries and what we're actually offering, one of the things we found out over time is the fact that there is no plain vanilla solution in all the countries. So we effectively need to tailor-make our solutions to meet the client needs. And that actually calls for a lot of engagement, not only with ourselves, with the clients, with the regulator, and also with our teams on the ground. We effectively have to come up with craft solutions that encompasses all that.
As a business leader, I firmly believe that the businesses that will be successful in the future are those that have a higher purpose and whose leadership is held accountable to that higher purpose. For us at Zamara, our higher purpose is to create a financially secure and prosperous society. So whether we are designing the insurance program for a huge wind power project, or whether we are administering a pension fund, whether we're helping an insurance company optimize its reinsurances, whether we're helping a social security fund as far away as in Liberia remodel itself, or whether we're working with the Jua Kali sector to craft a micro pensions and micro insurance program for them, we are helping to create a financially secure and prosperous society. And this is something that we feel is hugely important for Zamara, especially the future of Zamara, because where I sit, we are in a continent where the level of insurance and pensions penetration is negligible, is at a very low level. There's a lot of work that needs to be done for us to achieve that ambition that we have.
At Zamara, we basically have 3 service ethos. One is simplicity, empathy, trust. We deliberately choose simple over complex in providing clients with solutions. We must always look at every solution we provide and everything we do when we are discussing with our clients. We must put ourselves in the client's shoes, being empathetic to basically the client. We strive to earn trust of the client by giving the right kind of solutions and providing clients with the solutions they actually need to solve their day-to-day problems.
I think at the moment I'd say what we're keen on is to consolidate. This Pan-African journey started off in 2017. We are best placed consolidating, ensuring that we have a critical mass in the various countries we're operating in before we can actually think about another country to grow into.
We invest heavily in the relationships we have with our clients. We believe a customer should go beyond just being a customer to being a partner. And so you will find us attending our clients' events such as weddings, birthday celebrations, funerals. You will find us there because we believe in building that partnership and we believe in constant feedback from our clients.
The Zamara Consulting Actuaries Survey, which has been published since the year 2006, is the benchmark for investment performance comparison by pension funds. Zamara launched the first pension plan on WhatsApp in Kenya, a plan in which everything can be done using just WhatsApp.
Over our 30-year history that we have been in operation, we have won so many awards, but 3 of them stand out to me. The first one is when we won the first #1 position in the financial services sector for the top 100 medium-sized companies. We won it continuously until we graduated from a medium-sized company to a big company when our revenues crossed the Kenya shillings 1 billion mark. When the Institute of Actuaries awarded Zamara as the first actuarial firm in Africa to be given the stamp of quality assurance, which we call the QAS, and we are very, very proud of that particular achievement.
The insurance industry has evolved over the last many years that we have done it, and in the future I see an insurance industry that will keep the client at the center.
If I could wind the clock back to ensure that the internal infrastructure, whether it is IT, whether it is HR, the investment in training people, can be done at the same pace.
Would I have done anything differently? Not really. Perhaps what comes to my mind is that we should have become a Kenyan wholly owned company much earlier. Then our expansion would have been much faster.
To our colleagues, your sheer hard work has not been in vain. By embracing the Zamara values of simplicity, empathy, and trust, we've been able to bridge the gap for our clients and offer quality service.
Thank you very much for your support over the years, for trusting us with your business, and for pushing us to be the best versions of ourselves. We would not be where we are without your unwavering support, and we do not take it for granted.
To the team at Zamara, you are the very soul of Zamara. It is you that makes Zamara what it is. And it is on your shoulders that the very high aspirations and ambitions will be met.
To the general public, we will continue with our corporate social responsibility around financial education, and we are coming up with a specific social corporate responsibility around environment and specifically planting trees.
Happy 30th anniversary.
Happy 30th anniversary.
Happy 30th anniversary.
Happy 30th anniversary.